Hey guys, and welcome back to another Blood Echo farming guide. So today it's going to be a three-parter. I'm going to be going to the Forbidden Woods, and the reason it's a three-parter is because there's the first woods that you come to, then there's the woods with the snake people, and in between there's the little cave that you can go down to get into the back door of Isokefka's clinic. But first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and equip some runes that you might need. Now, for the gear that you're gonna use, I would recommend using the Hunter's Axe or anything that has a really good range on it, because there are going to be several enemies that'll attack you at a time, so you need to have like a good maybe spin attack or use the range for the rifle spear. Something like that, trying to keep them, a little bit farther away. And for the gear that you're going to need, I would suggest using whatever you have that has the highest fire resistance for this part of it. Because there's going to be people who throw oil on you. If they hit you with it and you get hit by a fire attack, it will take down your health tremendously. And as for the Carol runes that we're going to use, I would suggest using 2 of the moon runes and 1 lake rune, which one has the fire defense. As for this, it doesn't really matter what you use. You could maybe when you get through there, you're gonna have to fight a boss, and I think that there is a legionnaire that you can summon to help you with it. So now we're gonna head on. Alright, so we're gonna start at the Cathedral Ward to get there because it's the quickest route. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out this way, and we're gonna go around to where that building is. Now, as you see, once the night progresses to where you can get to it, these guys are going to be asleep, so you don't really have to mess with them much, except like maybe the one that's in front of the door. But he won't be too hard to handle. So by the time you get to the Forbidden Woods, you should have like leveled up enough to where they won't be that much of a problem. So we're going to take care of this guy right here. Really, the only thing you should be worried about on the way towards it would be this guy right here. Because by this point of the game, you actually do kind of need your insight for summoning people to come in and help you. So if you ever come to a boss that you have a hard time handling, just go ahead and use your beckoning bell. So there are usually some people who are there to farm bosses and stuff, and they'll help you get by it. So now we're gonna come back here. We're gonna come down here where you meet Alfred for the second time to talk to him. We're gonna go all the way down to this door that wouldn't open earlier, but now it will. And once you get to this, the door's gonna be closed. You're gonna talk to it. You're gonna say "Fear the Old Blood," which is the password that you get after you touch the skull. And this is the guy who is talking, who is on the other end of the door. You just talk to him. It'll say he's already dead, and he'll give you some insight. Oop. And whatever you do, don't do what I just did. Alright. And this is the Forbidden Woods. Yay! And pretty much anything that has good range, because these, by this point in the game, things are getting tougher and tougher to be able to handle. So we got a lot of these guys around. And we already have some guy already throwing oil at us. Alright, and as you'll notice, the path kind of branches out on the way down, because there are some items up in here. Say, like when you first go down, you can run up into this little alcove, there's going to be items here. And I know I kind of already picked them up. I didn't think I was going to be making a guide of this place, but then I thought later that would be a good thing to do. Just go through it, you'll be able to spot the items pretty quickly. You can grab them. A lot of cold blood dews and stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and take care of this guy too. Although he's kind of difficult, he does have a good amount of blood echoes you can get. Yeah, not that difficult. And we'll give you some blood vials too if you happen to be running low. And if you go in this little alcove that he's guarding, there's some items on these guys right here. And make sure you go ahead and touch this lamp. We'll be coming back to it later at the end. Alright, now we're going to come down here. We're going to take care of this guy right here. Make sure to get him to lead you down here, because there's going to be a sharpshooter up there. It'd be pretty embarrassing if you die at this early point, not even reaching into the woods. Alright, we got this asshole right here. Now, there's a trap that's laid out right here. So what you want to do, you want to first come over here, grab this item that's behind this gravestone right there. Now what you're going to do, you're going to run over that little thing right there, but you're going to dodge roll. So run. Because by this point, if you're just reaching the woods, when that hits you, it'll take away a good chunk of your health and won't kill you, but the way that it's going, it will actually barrel you over the side right here, and you will definitely die. Go ahead and switch to my whirligig saw. Alright. Now we're going to come up here, we're going to kill this guy, because we need this area. Now, as you'll see down here, we got people waiting right there, and right there is where we're going to have the most problems. Because there's like 2 guys over there and 2 dogs. The guys will keep pelting you with those little grenades full of oil, and the dogs will hit you to where it'll knock you off balance to where you can't recover. So we're going to throw a couple of these down there, kill them. Hopefully. Gonna let me. Yep, we got one of them. Oh shit. Well, hell. It's recommended you kind of jump down and use your jump attack on them. Go ahead and take these 2 guys out. Make sure they don't hit you with the oil. So there's guys with torches all around here. And if you could take them out with that guy worrying about you, that's a good thing. Yay. Hooray! Pick up the items that they leave behind. There's gonna be an item on that guy over there. And I think there's gonna be an item on that guy too. So this little place we're coming to is gonna oh, hey, get off me. There's gonna be a little village up ahead. Now we're not gonna go straight to the village just yet. Instead, we're gonna take this path through these flowers right up here. And we're gonna take care of this guy so it doesn't cause any problems for us later. Alright, we're gonna come down here. It's gonna be another little path off to the left right here. I mean, sorry, the right. And this is the back way into the village. Now, we're not gonna go into there yet. Just because there's some items and stuff we gotta pick up over this way. So we're gonna run up to the left right here. We're gonna get to the top of this hill. There's going to be some buildings. There's going to be some dogs that are out of their cages. Come on. I think there's 4 total. And the other 2 might have run off ahead. So we're gonna come down here, we're gonna talk in here. Alright, now I would come back and talk to this every once in a while because you'll hear a guy who's going to give you an item called the tonsil stone, which you'll need to go to a place later. I might make a guide about it. This is the stone right here. And it'll take you early into the alchemist laboratory. Or the, what was it, the college. Take it to the college. Oh, hey. Now we're going to climb up here. And take care of these crows up on the roof. Pick up the item that was on that dead guy. And then we're going to come down this ladder. Now if you want to go into the village, just take a quick run down. Although I believe in this little path that leads off right here, this is what the area that I'm going to be covering in the second part of this 3-part guide to the woods, because that'll take us down to where the giants are, where you can climb up to get into the back of Isokevka's clinic. And I would strongly recommend farming in this area before you go down there, because those giants and those little worms that are down there are no joke whatsoever, and they will try to wreck you. Now we're gonna roll down here into this area. There's the item right here. Get you some beast blood pellets. If you don't like to use them, you can just sell them for echoes later. Now we're gonna take care of this guy here because he can cause some problems. Now the reason I switched to my whirligig saw is because for the big beast monsters like that, it might be good to have a strength weapon to where you can stun them a bit, you know. Every little bit helps. I've already been in there. Oh, thank you. Now we're gonna run out right here. I'm gonna take care of these guys. Oop. Alright. Now we're gonna take care of these people right here. And since we took care of the big beast monster earlier, we won't have to worry about him popping around that corner. So now that's done. If you want to, there's gonna be some planks covering this area right here. If you run on top of them, it'll collapse and it'll take you down to the bottom. But if you want to, there's like a couple of crows down there. If you want to go ahead and get the extra blood echoes, stuff like that, if you want to, you could just go ahead, just drop down, take care of them. I'm not going to, for the sake of time, but they're always there if you need them. Now, when you first come through this village, that gate right there is going to be closed, which is okay because you don't really want to go down that way. You want to go back up to where we were. Oh, hi, and not burn yourself like I just did. Now I'll go ahead. So this is the gate that's going to be locked, and there's going to be a bagman and some other people around there. There's going to be a guy with a torch. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around here where the cages are, and instead of turning left to go to that cave, we're going to be turning right. Come around here. Take care of these dogs. These were the doggies that were missing. And around the front of this, or coming down this little lane right here, is going to be the bagman. He shows up every once in a while. You can kill the guy that's down here, and by doing that, there's a lever that you can use to open the gate and make it easier to come through. There's going to be an item on this guy right here. You come over here and grab it. Now we're gonna run around, and we're gonna go on this little walkway right there. Now there's a guy right there, so don't stay too long on that little gangplank because he can hit you through the floorboards. But we're gonna take care of this guy first. Take care of this guy. Maybe use an untransformed weapon for this, because you don't need that much range when you're up here. It's all nice and tight. Now, because my axe is at risk, I'll just go ahead and switch over to the Holy Blade. Alright. We're going to take care of these guys because there's a river that we have to cross in order to get the maximum amount of blood echoes that you can get while you're here. Is he on that? Oh no, he's all the way down there. Yay. That river that's down there is not an actual river. It is instead full of oil. So if the guys up here would have thrown Molotovs down at you, you would have died nearly instantly. Let's go ahead and do that. We got some of these guys down here. Not hard at all. Use range, maybe use Ludwig's Holy Blade for the slam attack it has. If they get close to you, they can get off several hits in a row. Oh, and I can see that other guy over there. We have to be careful with him. Or if you want to, you can stand back and throw one of these at him. And they're all down. Now for this guy, it's actually pretty easy to sneak up on this guy. Just kind of walk calmly towards him. Use your charge attack, it should go down. pretty easily. Just make sure he doesn't get a hit off on you. And now we get to the fun part. So if you don't feel confident enough and you want to go ahead and head back to the village and go back to the lamp, what you can do is in this little walkway right here, there's gonna be some guys with items, and this will actually lead you back to the village, as you can see here. Then you can run back and start over if you want, but if you are feeling confident enough, there's going to be a little part here. It's going to be not too difficult, but it might be a pain in the ass. Because there's a guy with a cannon at the end of here, and if it hits you, if you're just starting out, it will probably kill you. I'm gonna get these guys first. People don't like surprises, neither do I. And this actually came as a definite surprise the first time I got here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna run into this house over here. Like, run all the way into it, even if there's a guy on the outside like that. That way they'll run and chase you in here, and you can finish them off in here, away from the cannon. Run across, take care of this guy right here. We're pretty much just going to be doing the same thing. Just wait till he fires and then run forward. Or if it's taking him a while, that means he can't get a beat on you. So I think in that one across the way right here, there's going to be a big guy. He's not holding the torch, so he can actually do a quicker attack. I'd recommend using Beast Roar or something like that in case if he gets too close to you. So you can just knock him down, then whack on him. Take it. Get you some good beast shards. Now, don't run past him before you do anything, because he could actually fire a cannon really close range right there, and that can kill you, just like taking it full in the face like that. Alright, so now we've made it to this place. Alright, now this is going to be your first encounter with the snakehead guy. That's really fun. So you want to run up on this guy, hit him as many times as you can. Don't worry, he won't hit you back. So he'll do this instead. Scary, isn't it? Yeah. That's the guy that we're going to be fighting a forest full of next. But there are some items that you can get while you get here, and I really recommend that you get them. Just because. So you want to come out here, and you want to drop down onto this ledge right here. Be careful, there is a beast guy around the corner. Alright, so we're going to run up here. Long set of ladders. There is an optional boss up here. I wouldn't really recommend fighting him unless you have some friends along with you, or are able to pull somebody through. If not, I wouldn't even worry about it. There's a couple of items that you can get. So if we run across here on this guy, you can find a lot of poison knives, which actually I believe are what you can use against the boss to kind of cheese him. But it's not really, it's I'll show you who he is. It's this guy right here. He'll be over here eating people. So usually what I do...
Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along.
Yeah, this guy's acting on innocent when he's eating these people.
If you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Now, because I know this guy ate all these people, I'm not going to send him to Odin Chapel with the rest of the guys that I saved. I'm going to take him to Isosefka's clinic so he can get experimented on and then be turned into a little blue alien thing.
Well, I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks.
Son of a bitch. Alright, so what you can do from here, you can just take this right here, some more poison knives. Now what we're going to do is, in order to get to that other item that you might have seen a little outline of right there, you just drop down right here and walk around to get to this item right here, which I believe is the cannon. This one, to be exact. It could come in handy in the next area, but it's not really something that you really need to use. So now we can just drop down. So you want to run outside here. Don't bother with fighting any of the enemies, except for this guy. I don't know if Beast Roar works on him. Oh, it does! Now watch out for these guys. They bite you, they have a nasty poison attack, and they're really quick. So for this area of the woods, I would recommend using heavy weapons that either have reach or have stopping power that you can use to stun them. So we're gonna run up here. You could there's a path that goes straight that goes into the next part of the woods. What we're gonna do, we're gonna run up this ledge right here. We're gonna run all the way up. So there's an item up here that you can grab off this guy. And then we're gonna go this way to the left. Where is that lever? There it is. And congratulations! Part 1 of those woods is complete. Now, an interesting little side note, up here you will find an item on this dead guy right here, and you will also find Master Ligarius. You talk to him, he'll give you the Mark of the Legion, that rune, and that's the blue one that I have on right here. Oh no, wait, no, that's the wrong one. But you can get one from him. It'll make it to where if you summon somebody in co-op mode, you'll get an extra bit of health added to your bar. It's worth it. It's a good one starting out with. So thank you guys for watching. I will have the other 2 videos out as soon as possible. The one for the back end of Isosefka's clinic I'm gonna have out and uploaded by Wednesday. So thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time.